Hello, my name is Kevin Carson, and I'm the proud superintendent of the Sussex County Vocational Technical School District. Welcome to the 6th edition of Hot Topics at Tech. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time because it's a topic that's near and dear to so many people, and that topic is money. And as we prepare our students to take their next step after graduation, some of them are thinking about going to college. Some of them are thinking careers, programs, other types of things, and we're fortunate. We have a lot of post-secondary support options for students through night school, adult education, apprenticeship, and it goes on and on and on. Yeah. Most people don't know the volume of where we are, and we're going to talk a little bit about how much money is actually on the table regarding scholarships. But scholarships also means a degree of work, that there's a process by which we have to go through in order to access those funds so that it can become a benefit for them along the way. With me today is Dominic Scott and Krista Shermer, and we're going to talk about scholarships and the process here at Sussex Tech. Two of our great counselors, and the two have taken on the responsibility of the scholarship role for all of our graduating seniors. And so, Ms. Scott, if you could open us up a little bit with the variety of scholarships and how do we grow those and how do they get added to the library of opportunities that are available for students?
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Carson. And I'm so excited to talk about scholarships for the reason that there are so many opportunities. Dr. Carson said it, where there is so much money out there on the table. And we are very fortunate here at Sussex Tech to have great community members that goes out of their way to give us scholarships for our students. And there are a variety of different scholarships that students can apply for. A lot of the scholarships are based off of interests and based off of things that students want to do post-secondary. So some of the scholarships are for students that are interested in 2-year colleges or 4-year colleges. And a lot of times the scholarship money that a student might earn, it might go directly to a university and they can use it for books or for tuition support, which is great. There are also a lot of scholarships that are not just for college. A lot of students think that it's just for college. We have scholarships that are specific to trades and technical schools. So some students can use that money to go on to technical schools for their tuition or for their tools. And that is a good opportunity because it just allows them to have some relief. It is very stressful graduating from high school, and after graduating, it's kind of like, what do I do now? How do I keep my head above water? So there are a variety of opportunities. From some of the local scholarships that we're getting, they are specific to majors. So some of the big ones that we have is environmental, students that are going off that are going to pursue environmental. Medical is another big one, business, education, and engineering. Those are the majority of the biggest ones that they're doing. And this is for a student that maybe took a technical area here or are changing and then going off and majoring in those. So those are great ones. A lot of the ones that are a variety of students can fall in this category they're based off of zip codes, or they're based off of living in certain school districts. So a lot of times I tell the students, when you're applying for it, if it says Indian River, it might not be specifically for Indian River students. It might be for you if you live in the Indian River School District. Since we are a district-wide school, there are a lot of opportunities when it comes around.
And that happens because the organization or the people who started the scholarship put that parameter on the scholarship application itself when they set it up originally. Okay, so put your imagination on. I'm a high school senior, and I'm attending here at Sussex Tech. So where do I find all this information? How do I find out what scholarships are available and how we access that ability to get after those funds?
If you are a Sussex Tech senior, we are telling you a lot of times to look on our Schoology page. There is a Schoology page for the class of 26. There is a section on the Schoology page that's named Resources, and there is a folder specifically that is scholarship information. So within that folder, there is a variety of scholarships, some compendiums. There is Delaware Foundation Compendium, Delaware Compendium, which within the compendium, it's Delaware-based scholarships, but they are broken down by statewide and by countywide.
What does compendium mean?
Compendium is a variety of information where resources are put in the application, and they can either apply individually to one scholarship, and then they have access to a variety of other scholarships. But it's different local organizations wanting to give back to the community.
So Krista, so I've gone to the compendium, I've gone online, I've done these things, and then what's the process from there? I mean, I have to submit information?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to submit. Ms. Scott did a really good job too. She created a bulletin that has a ton of the scholarships on there as well, and it's organized by month and due date and things. That's a good place for a lot of the students to start. And then the application process does take a little time, but I like to think of it as helping the students prepare for a job application. You're collecting the same information. Sometimes you have to write an essay. You're going to need letters of recommendation. So one thing we try to really encourage our students to do, reach out now to teachers and counselors to try to get those recommendation letters. Give them time to write it. If you wait till the deadline and then you ask a teacher for one, chances are it's not going to be the best letter they could have written for you. So we do ask for the students to try to get ahead of the game on that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an investment in time because there's a lot of money out there, and I said we're going to talk about that in a moment, and we will. But I mean, doing the homework, getting the letters, filling out the paperwork, going through that process, you may or may not receive the scholarship along the way, depending upon who you're competing with.
Right.
But the one thing you know for sure is that you won't get it unless you do apply.
Exactly.
Right. That's right.
And there's also on the Schoology page, I created an organizer that's for the students to use. They can print it or they can download it and keep a copy. And at the bottom, there's tabs for each month. As a parent with kids that are also trying to do scholarships, you learn like it can be very overwhelming, and there's a lot of scholarships out there. So the organizer helps the students put in by due date, and then that helps them prioritize the ones they need to look at first. They can put in what they're eligible for. If it's an online application, there's a spot they can put the link in there to apply online. And then the money can come two ways. A lot of times the scholarships, the way they send you the money to the student directly, or they send it to the college or the organization.
Yep.
So it's important to know where your money is going. That organizer helps you keep that all in one spot.
So
and then there is a tab at the end for thank yous. I want students to take the time at the end, if you are awarded the money, to send a thank you to the organization too.
Okay. If we were fortunate enough to be receiving scholarships, when would we get those? When would that happen?
Well, there's a lot of different due dates, and all the applications have different dates too, but we do have senior awards coming up in June, and a lot of our local sponsors like to come and give their scholarship awards at the senior awards.
That's usually June. Graduation week, so it's a big time. And to your point about waiting until the end, if they could be out in front of it now, they're going to be in better shape.
Yeah.
Yes.
March and April are the big months.
So let's put the let's put the number on the table. Last year's graduating class of 2025
they did good.
Walked away with over $10 million in scholarship, and so again, it's not anything to sneeze at.
Right.
There's a lot of value in going through the process, and we have a staff, I believe, and thanks to your leadership, willing to help and to work and to help our folks. And so, to our parents and to our students, we hope that you take advantage of this. Starting now, it's not too early.
Right.
And we can make that happen. So that's all we have. I appreciate you joining us for this podcast.
Thanks for
hopefully
having us.
it's been helpful.
Yes, absolutely.
So until next time, Tech, work hard, be safe, take care of each other.
And apply for scholarships.
Go
Early
Ravens.
and often.